Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. My name is Phil and I've lived aboard my narrowboat on the canal system for over 30 years. I share my home with my two cats, Bushka and Midge, and we spend our days travelling around the canal system and making videos. Today we're on the Macclesfield canal and just at the top of Bosley Locks. Now I wasn't going to actually record my trip through Bosley Locks because I've already done a walking video about that, but I can show you the before and after bit, so here we are. Since I wasn't planning on recording this trip, I was just using my dash camera, which was set up just to record if anything interesting happened. So it's just dash camera video and sound, I'm afraid, but quite good all the same. So here we're passing quite a few moored boats, and as I mentioned in a previous video, this is the best place to stop if you're planning on going down through the lock flight. You may also notice that as I'm using the dash cam, I've got the date and the time superimposed at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and as you can see, it's an early morning start because I need to go to get water and empty the L sands and get rid of rubbish before I go down through the lock flight. Beyond this point, the moorings are long-term moorings, so your opportunities to stop here will be very limited. I recommend stopping well before you get to these long-term moorings. I had planned to stop just here and get water, but that green boat is moored up on the water point. There are other water points up ahead, but at this point in the trip I don't know if they're free or not. But it is absolutely essential that I get water before I go down through the locks. Fortunately, there is a water point available here, and it's still very early in the morning and the locks aren't actually open yet. Right, so that's water, L-sand, rubbish, all done, and now I'm entering the first lock. There are 12 locks here. Notice the time at the screen? It's 8:37. Unfortunately, there are volunteer lock keepers here who are going to help me all the way down. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for their help, because this lock flight is really quite daunting to do on your own. Well, that's lock 1 done. Notice the time, it's 8:41, and as if by magic, we come out of lock 12. And the time here now is 10:42, so it's about 2 hours to go down through the lock flight. Now if you want to see all the locks, check out my walking video, because I show you every single one of them in that. But for now, here we are, just coming out of the bottom lock number 12. I wish all lock flights were that easy. There's a good stretch of visitor moorings below lock 12, and this is where you would obviously wait in order to go up the flight. It's very pretty here, but also very isolated, so make sure you've got plenty of food with you. We're just approaching the Dane Aqueduct, which is very unimpressive from the canal. You really can't see anything, but check out my Bosley Locks walking video and you'll see the Dane Aqueduct in all its glory. I was planning to moor up a bit farther on because below Bosley Locks can get a bit congested sometimes, and there's a really nice place to stop just after Bridge 58, so not far away. This is Bridge 57. On the other side of Bridge 58 there's lots of metal piling which you can moor up against, and it's a nice mooring and you've got a really good view of the Bosley Cloud. this I think will do. We'll be back to the normal cameras and sound for the next videos, of course. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.